It's going to be tough. If Jake Paul can survive 3 rounds with the extra weight he's put on, he may have a chance, but he's going to survive them first 3 rounds.
You think he's going to survive those first 3 rounds?
I don't know. That's yet to be seen. That's why we're going to watch the fight.
He's a great fighter. He's strong. He throw a lot of punches. He have a winner mind. So it's gonna be a good fight.
I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul have in all this, but you know he's gonna be a lot quicker. And if he stay close to Mike, then his chance of winning gonna be great.
Boxing experts are increasingly predicting a Jake Paul victory over Mike Tyson in their upcoming fight on November 15th. With Paul's youth and strong recent track record, many analysts consider him a favorite against Tyson, now 58.
People would think, stay away from Mike, don't get hit, like, don't give him a chance to like land at something on you.
Mike is like a snake. He'll pop out on you. He get there too quick. But if you charge him, you're gonna smother everything. Because everything he push off his legs. He push off his legs so he too close. Like this, but if you give him room, I mean, everybody get knocked out going backwards. Like this, and you give him room, you're gonna be messed up.
Do you see Mike winning or do you see Jake winning?
I don't know. It's all depending on how Jake fight, you know.
Evander Holyfield, a longtime boxing champion and well-acquainted rival of Mike Tyson, has voiced concerns regarding Tyson's current physical condition as he prepares to face Jake Paul in the upcoming bout on November 15th. Holyfield explained that Tyson's fatigue could hinder his performance in this fight, possibly giving the younger Jake Paul an advantage. Holyfield sees this fatigue as a factor that could tip the scales in Paul's favor, allowing him to potentially exploit Tyson's stamina and endurance issues.
But the point of the matter is, do Jake Paul take a good shot? I never seen him get hit by nobody.
Or a guy that the power of Mike even now, because power's the last thing to go.
Yeah, I'm so that's it. But you never know. Yeah, just like Mike quit in the ring, he got tired and just quit and just sit down.
Oh man,
I'm
yeah.
done.
I don't know. Would it surprise you if Jake won? Or do you think Mike, because of Mike's body of work, his experience, that like he shouldn't be losing a fight like that?
But the thing is you don't get in these things if you don't believe you can win. I'm saying that's my whole thing. I ain't never fought when anything I can win. Every time I ever got in the ring, I thought I was gonna win.
Boxing icon Roy Jones Jr. has expressed his excitement about this fight, likening it to a battle between a young lion in Jake Paul and an old lion in Mike Tyson. Jones Jr., a former competitor of Tyson's, spoke about how experience and age create a unique challenge for both fighters in this situation.
If Mike is in shape enough to go the rounds, he probably could put Jake out at any time. But of course, being 58, 59, how old he is, his timing ain't the same. So it's quicker for him to go get it over with fast than it is to wait a long time, because if Jake get in and get his rhythm, then he can get the momentum and can be problematic for Mike down the line. But if Mike go out there and just say, you know what, I'm just gonna go balls to the wall and get it over with, that's the best thing he can do.
I know he's 58, but after I talked to him, he had me feeling good about the situation.
Well, if he's right, if he's telling the truth, then...
If he's telling the truth.
If he's telling the truth, it's gonna be tough for Jake, but we don't know for a fact that he's telling the truth.
World-renowned boxer Canelo Alvarez raised his concerns over the potential risks Tyson faces due to his age. Tyson's age implies that his body may no longer recover as it once did, putting him at risk against a much younger opponent. Canelo's statement reflects an understanding of how a fighter's physical capacity shifts with age, especially in a sport as demanding as boxing. To Alvarez, this fight is all business, and he hinted at the strategic decisions both fighters have made in agreeing to this bout, possibly seeing Tyson's return as a calculated risk that could affect his legacy and health alike.
Who do you think would win between them?
It's hard to say, but it's risky for Mike Tyson.
Really?
For
Why?
sure. Yeah, because he's 57 and 58. I don't know why they do this. It's a business.
Yeah.
They're gonna fight with 18 ounces.
Legendary boxer Oscar De La Hoya sees the upcoming Tyson-Paul fight as an opportunity for a fresh burst of excitement within the boxing world. De La Hoya has observed how this matchup has drawn in both hardcore fans and casual spectators, all eager to see how this pairing of past and present plays out.
I love Mike Tyson, And now that there's no headgear, Jake Paul, I guess he gained a lot of muscle lately. He's gonna be strong up there, so just be careful, Tyson. But then again, Mike Tyson landing one punch, he can end it all in one round. So I think it's gonna be a fun fight. I think until it lasts. I'm not sure how many rounds it is. I believe 8 or 10 rounds, but I do have to worry about Tyson and his conditioning, because I mean, Tyson and myself are no spring chickens anymore. So we have to be careful with these young fighters out there who want to take off our heads.
For De La Hoya, the revival of such high-profile fights is instrumental in creating a thriving scene for boxing. He is optimistic that this match will continue to attract fans and attention to the sport, fueling its momentum.
I think Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, look, it's one of those fights where, again, the world's going to watch. It's going to create new eyeballs for boxing. It's going to create a lot of news all over the world. But I stick to my message, and that is, if Jake Paul wants to take the sport serious, then he should be fighting young guys who are top 15, top 10, not heroes and legends like Mike Tyson, who are 60 years old.
YouTube sensation and boxer KSI has taken a somewhat humorous yet critical view of the Tyson-Paul fight. KSI expressed that the matchup is both sad and a lose-lose fight, indicating his skepticism about the benefits it brings to either fighter's reputation. From KSI's perspective, this is an unusual pairing that might end in an outcome that doesn't elevate either participant, leading him to question the logic behind it.
But I'm sure you have some opinions about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Oh man, I just think it's sad, bro. I think it's super sad. I don't know why Jake took it. It's a lose-lose. Literally, he knocks out Mike Tyson and he's beating an OAP.
What does that mean?
Old age pension.
Actually, we should say this right now. JJ went out last night
Yeah,
after the fight.
sorry guys.
Did you?
No, I actually didn't.
JJ didn't go out
I've
last
had like
night.
3 hours sleep, so I'm like, all right, bro, I'm just gone. So he's 57. Mike Tyson is 57 years old.
Yeah.
Like, yes, in his prime, this would have been crazy, but now it's like, it's just sad.
It's Mike Tyson. Anything can happen. Like, Jake could literally walk out without an ear.
I mean, and the thing is, this
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's chewed people's body parts
There's some
off.
people-
He's the only boxer in the world to be able to stake that claim. Yo, I've chewed someone's body part off.
Despite the varying opinions about the fight, one fact remains uncontested. This will be the first boxing match to stream on Netflix. KSI noted this unique milestone, acknowledging how it adds a modern twist to the fight's appeal.
that knocked out on all. Mike Tyson.
Well, I don't think he's gonna knock him out. I will say
But imagine he gets knocked out by Mike Tyson. Then.
that would suck.
Well, yeah,
That would suck.
Have we
Okay, so
seen
that's
any-
where it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
But the win would be the fact that it's on fucking Netflix,
Yes,
one of the
yeah,
first
yeah,
live
fair-
sporting
yeah,
events.
fair play.
And bro, for both Mike and Jake, the bag. Like, at what point you can't? I don't know if you could say no.
Has there been any videos that have come out past the 4 year? You know that 4 year ago video that's been getting 4 years ago, 3 years ago, he was hitting hard.
Free.
Yeah,
It's
everyone
free.
is gonna watch it.
It's free on Netflix. What are you
But
gonna
I
say?
don't
Oh,
know,
you.
like, I guess because like legacy is my thing. Like, I just feel like for Jake Paul, his legacy is gonna be, he can knock out old people.
For now, maybe that is a little true and might be the narrative, but it doesn't end here. Like, think
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
you know, like if he takes a big ass fight, say he takes up Tommy again and beats him, that's if
Yeah,
you're only
then
as
all
good
of
as
a
the last
sudden,
great
yeah,
thing
yeah,
that you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
You know, so I think having a Mike Tyson fight on your resume is cool. He'll have to weather the haters for a little bit, you know, because I mean, bro, it is like slightly roastable.
KSI also defended Jake Paul's abilities as a boxer, noting that people often underestimate Paul simply because of his background as a YouTuber.
I feel like the general public probably think that Jake Paul will probably lose
That's what
because
they
he's
think.
a YouTuber
Yeah.
boxer, but they don't understand how hard we train and how hard we work, and that we're decent.
Fam,
Like,
I noticed it with Floyd.
Yeah.
Like I'm like a proper YouTuber boxer.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then when I was in the ring with 50-0 Floyd Mayweather, I noticed his fucking age.
Yeah.
How old was he?
He was 44, dude.
Former boxer Tyron Woodley has expressed optimism about Jake Paul's chances, seeing the fight as a win-win for the young boxer. Woodley considers the matchup relatively even, given Tyson's age and Paul's energy. To Woodley, Paul's youth grants him a clear advantage in terms of stamina and resilience. Woodley's endorsement of Paul reflects the broader sentiment that Paul has the strength and enthusiasm to make a real impact in this fight.
Big fight coming up, Jake Paul, you know, and also the Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Who do you think has this one right here? I mean, who do you have your money on?
It's a very even fight, to be honest. It's even because of the age of Mike Tyson, and it's
Even? Okay.
I think it's an even fight because of the age of Mike Tyson. He's completely, obviously, out of his prime. When in his prime, most of his fights were almost attempted murder. So literally, Jake wouldn't have stood a chance. Nobody would even commission or sanction a fight. And Jake's always on a win-win situation. He's fighting guys that if he lose, you lost to this guy. You lost to Tyron. You lost to Anderson Silva. You lost to Nick Diaz or Nate Diaz or whatever.
Okay.
So he's always in a position where if he wins, he goes up. If he loses, it's like, okay, he took a risk. He took a chance. So I like the fight. I'll be at the fight.
Okay.
I was originally fighting on the card. We couldn't find a formidable opponent that made sense. So now it's just to support the event and be a part of a big event in combat sports.
Matt Brown offered a more critical view, questioning whether Tyson's legendary status truly reflects his skills. Brown suggested that Tyson's mystique and image have, at times, overshadowed his boxing abilities. His comments challenged the idolization of Tyson, proposing that fans may be romanticizing his past achievements.
Watch boxing growing up? Of course, yeah. Who are your favorite boxers?
Mike Tyson for sure.
Not actually.
What?
Yeah, I swear to God, yeah.
What do you mean?
Everybody thinks that's crazy. Like
The way you fight?
I like Evander Holyfield way more.
Oh, you crazy.
Way
He was always a great fighter. Though.
He's a great fighter.
He beat Mike Tyson.
Beat his ass.
Come on, don't say that. In my hometown.
Don't get me wrong, man. Like,
No.
Like Tyson had the image, you know what I mean? And Tyson's got the aura, right? He's got all that shit going for him, but he ain't that great of a boxer.
What? Oh my God. This is the boxing blast.
I love Mike Tyson.
Baddest man on the planet.
See, that's all mythical bullshit.
No, my.
Tell me a top 10 boxer he beat.
Rampage, go ahead. Give me a second. Lennox Lewis. Oh, wait. Hold on. He didn't beat Lennox. Hold on. Hold on. Botha. Goliath Botha.
What?
What was his name? What's that dude's name? Look up his record. I can't. What's that dude's name?
That's it. Like, don't get me wrong. I got nothing against Mike Tyson. I love the dude. I love watching him. I love his aura. I love watching him train, all that shit. But bro, I mean, when you look at like the records, like there were so many guys, even in that era, far better than him. Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? He didn't beat the good guys.
Matt Brown also didn't shy away from sharing his disdain for the fight itself, calling it trash, while still acknowledging Paul's fighting potential. He pointed out that despite his opinion of the fight as a spectacle, Paul's recent improvements could give him an edge.
We're all going to watch it. I'm sure Netflix is paying him good. You know, like, we're all going to watch it. We're going to talk about it. He's getting that. But it's a lose-lose in the actual fight. Like, you can't lose to a 60-year-old man, and you also can't beat a 60-year-old man. You know, it's a lose-lose. So, like I said, it's garbage to me, man. And you know, it's not Tyron Woodley where we're like, okay, you know, if Jake's a decent boxer, he'll probably win. But it's a great athlete he's going against that never boxed, right? Like this is just garbage, man. That's all. Like, it's just straight garbage. And it, as freak show as it is, I'm not against these freak show fights. I'm cool with it. You know, like. It doesn't bother me. I think it's kind of fun. But this is garbage. Like, I'm not excited about this. And
renowned boxing trainer Teddy Atlas commented on the business aspect of the fight, describing it as an event driven by money. He hinted that the financial allure may have outweighed other considerations, suggesting that both fighters see this matchup as an opportunity for monetary gain. Atlas's remarks touch on a common theme in boxing, where spectacle and profit often drive high-profile fights.
Anyone who listens to the show knows that I give my props to Paul because he came from YouTube, 20 million followers, whatever. He had a vision that he was going to get into boxing, and he acted on that vision. He said, I got to get a trainer. I think he's been to a couple trainers now. He said, I got to get a trainer. I got to learn the sport. I got to work. I got to respect the sport. And he did. And he picked his opponents as carefully as he could. But he fought some, UFC former champs. They fought at a smaller weight. He always had an edge. The same way Canelo has an edge because Canelo's the golden goose. Canelo brings the money, so he gets an edge to get things in his favor a little bit because, he's the one who butters everyone's bread. Well, Paul is the one bringing the money, doing the promotion. So, yes, he gets the advantage of picking who he wants to, picking the music for the songs. So, look, we understand all that. This is where I'm going to throw people a curveball. First of all, he's actually fighting a guy who finally, I know he's much older than him, but is naturally the bigger guy.
Atlas's commentary serves as a reminder that Tyson's peak form is a thing of the past, and despite his historical significance, he is no longer the fighter he once was.
What do you make of it being sanctioned as a professional fight?
Tyson ain't, look, we know he's 58, whatever, right? You don't need Teddy Atlas to tell you that. But what that video does tell you, he's a different guy. Which you can expect at that, but he's a different guy. He's not that guy that he was when he was scaring the bejesus out of people, before fight. And when you knew what he was going to do, one thing, he was going to go and get you. Whether he got you or not, he was going. Now he's not. He doesn't appear to be that guy. He's going to be dangerous for Paul. Even at 58, I don't care. They're going to be dangerous if it's real. If it's real. And I give credit to Paul. Look, that guy's a genius. I mean, first of all, he didn't disrespect the sport. I hear people come up to me. I've been in the sport 50 years. Say, oh, Teddy, he disrespected the sport. No, he didn't. He went out there. He got a trainer. He worked in the gym for 4 years, 5 years, whatever the hell it's been, to try to become the best fighter that he could be. To learn the sport, to respect the sport enough to learn. Now, did he pick his spots? Was he smart? Yeah. What are we supposed to hate him for that?
The rules for the Tyson-Paul fight have been officially outlined. It will consist of 8 rounds, each lasting 2 minutes, with 14-ounce gloves. There will be no headgear, and the results will go on both fighters' official records. This structure places the fight within the framework of professional boxing, but with unique elements that make it distinct.
Jake Paul is fighting Mike Tyson in 2 weeks, and here's the rules. Michael Benson put this tweet out, so there's going to be 8 2-minute rounds, 14-ounce gloves, no headgears, knockouts are allowed, and it will officially go on both of their pro records. Now, I'm 99.9% sure the reason they're using 14-ounce gloves and the reason that it's 8 2-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds, is because Mike Tyson wanted it that way. Once again, Mike Tyson is old as hell. He's somebody's grandfather. He does not need to be fighting. I cannot tell y'all this enough. This is not smart for the human body. He just had a health scare. Are we forgetting about this, people? And what's going to be even crazier is if Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, which I do think is going to happen, Mike Tyson's professional pro record, being one of the greatest boxers of all time, is going to say that he lost to Jake Paul. And that's probably one of the craziest things I'm ever going to say, but it's going to be true if Jake Paul wins that fight. But this whole thing will be crazy. It will blow the internet up. But let me know, who do you got? You got Jake Paul? Do you have Mike Tyson? How are they going to win?
Public reaction to the Tyson-Paul fight has been mixed, with many fans expressing disappointment about Tyson's involvement at his age. Critics have raised concerns about Tyson's health, particularly given his history of injuries and health issues.
I don't get the feeling that the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight is real, and for some reason I'm very disappointed about it, but I want to show you the training video comparison today and talk about it. If you know me, I know nothing about boxing or mixed martial arts. I don't condone violence of any kind. I've never watched a match, and I've never had any interest in the entire sport until now. Even my attention has been caught by this Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul match that's about to go down. That's how well the PR is working on this, which was their overall goal, right? So good for them, but I want to show you the training videos they've released side by side here, because even after just like 5 minutes of my own research, if anyone but Mike Tyson wins this fight, the entire thing is rigged, which it probably is. And honestly, also from a PR perspective for Jake Paul, that is the only way he could really win this fight, is if he lost. Because if you beat Mike Tyson, the whole world is going to be upset with you. But if you lose to Mike Tyson, like, that's what we all expect. After looking at this footage I'm going to show you, it doesn't matter that Mike Tyson is 58 years old and 5'10", and Jake Paul is 6'1" and 27 years old. And again, I know literally nothing about boxing, but this video in comparison to what Jake Paul is releasing, it's hands down. And now this could be a really good PR move.
There is a prevailing worry that Tyson's physical condition may not be up to the rigorous demands of a professional fight.
Look like Mike Tyson has the way upper hand, and then they're going to rig it so Jake Paul wins and the whole internet is upset. That would be really interesting marketing to see. Also, they talked today about all the weird rumors people have been spreading around about fake rules for the fight. No, not one person is going to be able to wear helmets. There won't be a weird tag team situation with Logan Paul. It sounds like so far, coming from Jake Paul, the fight is going to be fair and even despite the age and height difference. And I still cannot wait to see Mike Tyson absolutely destroy him if this is real.
Despite concerns about Tyson's age and health, there are still those who believe that Tyson remains a formidable opponent. Many fans argue that even though Tyson is no longer in his prime, he still possesses the heart and fighting spirit that made him a champion.
Oh, how I love this. So guess what, y'all? So this fight just went from having fun and making money to let's get serious. So this pretty boy just poked the wrong bear. So apparently, Jake Paul has gone on to talk badly about Tyson's deceased daughter. Wrong move, dude. Anybody remember this guy? Anybody remember him? So as soon as this all happened, I mean, this was weeks ago, but no more exhibition. Went straight to the commissioner in Texas and said, this will be a real fight. Now, what does this mean? This means it will go on the record, okay? It will not be for fun and giggles. I like to think of Mike Tyson as like a domesticated wolf. You know how some people have those, you know, those half wolves have this, whatever, and they're just like so pretty, but they're big and they're just like kinda, But what people don't realize is they're wild animals. And Mike Tyson, my friends, is a wild animal. So Jake, you better enjoy how your face looks now, bro, because ain't gonna look like that afterwards.
Despite the controversy surrounding the fight, there is undeniable excitement among the public about the showdown between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Fans from both the boxing world and the entertainment industry are eagerly anticipating the event, curious to see how the two fighters match up in the ring.
Now that the election is over, let's move on to the next debate. Jake Paul or Mike Tyson? I don't know about you, but I cannot wait to see this one go down, so I'm going to formally invite you to the Bridges Dance Bar watch party. We have gotten so many requests for watch parties for boxing events, UFC, but I figured this would be a perfect one for our first fight night. In the event that you haven't heard and don't follow us on our other social medias, which I would highly recommend if you want to keep up with our events, this event will be taking place on Friday, November 15th, starting at 8 p.m., but we've got more details. Not only are we hosting this event, food included, for $50 from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. This will be a ticketed event, so we do recommend reserving your seat as soon as possible by November 11th. As of right now, we have two options. You can either come in on site and reserve your seat for $50, or you can do it right online for $55.20. And if you're wondering what food's included, we're getting Bearded Bear Barbecue. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email us, but who do we think is gonna win?
Despite the growing excitement around the Tyson-Paul fight, Jake Paul has faced significant backlash for agreeing to fight the 58-year-old Tyson. Critics argue that it's unfair to match a YouTuber with a fighter of Tyson's stature, especially given Tyson's age and physical condition. On the other hand, if Paul loses, it would be viewed as a massive blow to his credibility. Regardless of the outcome, Paul will likely face criticism, making the fight a high-risk, high-reward situation for him.
You can make easy money on this fight. Jake Paul is currently a minus 275 favorite to beat Mike Tyson, and in 2 weeks, when this fight happens, he'll be a minus 1,000 favorite. Jake Paul is a terrorist who beats up older, smaller, and washed up guys. I've bet him every single fight. The only loss was Fury. We're up a lot of money before people move his line, which they do every single fight, because these are the closest thing to fixed fights. Literally WWE. You can bet him on my bookie at minus 275 right now for free with code Kool-Aid. There's a link in my bio. Mike Tyson is 60 years old with countless medical conditions. He was in a wheelchair a year ago. Like, this shit is not even funny to me. It's so corny, weird, and just fake.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.